and gentlemen, today we're gonna talk about if you can still use Vista in 2026. For those who don't know, Windows Vista was an operating system made in 2006 and has stopped being supported in 2016. That was 10 years ago, by the way. Well, let's start. We are gonna split it in three categories. The first one is the World Wide Web, the second one is, of course, gaming, and the third one is working. Let's start with the internet one. The internet. A lot of people think that Windows Vista isn't usable on the internet because it's not supported since 2016, no browser is made for it. How would you feel if I say that's not true? There is a browser that still supports Vista and older operating system. It's called Supermium. It's based on Chrome. That's very cool. And it allows you to access the World Wide Web, the modern one, of course, on old operating system. I think the oldest one is Windows XP, if I'm not wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong. And it's a very cool project that is very successful and it's just worth it. Of course, because it's based on Chrome, if you only have, 1 gigabyte of RAM, you're cooked. Quite literally. You're gonna have a new grill to put your meat, to cook it. I actually tested it, but because I only have 700 megabytes of RAM, it keeps crashing. But if you have more RAM, yes, it works perfectly fine. You can access YouTube and subscribe to my channel. You can, download some things, a lot of things actually. It just works. It's a very good project, and those who made Chromium, or how do you say it? Supermium, yeah? Thanks, guys. And ladies, of course. Now, of course, the World Wide Web works. That's very cool. Very good, right? But how about gaming? Well, a lot of people say that old games were better than new games, and sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. Let's be real. So, if you like old games like me, Windows Vista is a very good opportunity to join back on those old games. Because you can also support modern niche games from at least 2016 and can support very old games like Ignition. I bet you don't even know Ignition, yeah? Search on the web. Ignition is a very cool racing car game. And yes, it works. You can game perfectly fine. Of course, it depends on the hardware of the laptop or computer. For example, I only have 700 megabytes of RAM and it lags. Even Classic Cube that was made for old computers, it lags. Yikes. But if you have better hardware, yeah, I could say you can game pretty easy and have no problems. Okay, but how about working? Well, after some researching, the last version of PowerPoint, Excel, and other stuff that were made by Microsoft are from 2010. Yikes. But being the most common version, I think it won't be a problem. But if you want a more modern version, go on Supermium and search for the online version of them, because PowerPoint, Excel, and the other stuff made by Microsoft have a modern on the web version of them. Pretty cool, I know. So you don't need to pay them again for an operating system that you should probably switch. And of course, a bonus category for you guys is designing. Like, Windows Vista is the first operating system that added the Windows era, and so how customizable is it? And I would say very customizable, actually. Of course, you have all the Windows era stuff, but it's not all about Windows era, if you didn't know. For example, I can make it look like classic Windows. Am I saying what? I didn't know that. I thought classic Windows was left in 98 or 2000. Windows 2000, to be exactly. But no. Till Windows 7, you can still make it look like the classic version. Let me show you. Go on personalize. After that, go on theme. And here you can modify the theme. And there it is, Windows Classic. Now if you click on it, left click. Come on, man. Yeah, see? Let's click apply. Just wait a bit. And done. It looks like Windows Classic. Look at it. Now, this actually looks a lot more like Windows Classic on XP because, Windows Classic on XP had this start button. So, yeah, very cool. Of course, the icons will be the same. Don't expect different icons. Of course, you can change them to look like Windows Classic, but yeah. I think it's a very cool thing that you can change the themes like the old ones. You got Windows Vista, my current theme. Or you can browse for themes, so if you want, you can browse the web and see more themes, make it look like Linux, maybe Mac OS, that kind of stuff. So customizability, yeah, it's very good. It's very ironic that Windows Vista is more customizable than Windows 11. Microsoft, you should go back to Vista because a hot take, I think Vista looks better than 7. Okay? It just looks better. There's something about it that looks better. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. And please like and subscribe so you give me more motivation to do these awesome videos. Thanks for watching and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.